And guys, Paul is still not listening, and he is still not taking the hint. So Angelo feels like he has no choice at this point but to fight Paul. Hi everybody, this is Lady Sweetheart, and welcome back to The Sims 4 Discover University. So we are here with Angelo, and I wanted to show you just a couple things that I did off camera. So I actually added outside this little flower arranging table because I figured now that Angelo has the flower arranging skill, he would probably want to make some flower arrangements sometimes. And then outside, I also just added this little garden. So I will have to send him out here to plant these flowers because again, if he's gonna do flower arrangements, we kind of need him to have flowers. So Angelo is finishing the painting that he started working on at the end of the last episode. And oh guys, it looks like Amelia is here. So Angelo, stop that and go and invite your girlfriend in. So Angelo is outside. He's gonna go ahead and invite Amelia in. Also, I did give both Angelo and Amelia some new outfits. It is spring in the game, just like it's spring in real life. Is she Amelia! She's trying to proposition him. And I definitely changed Amelia more than Angelo. I just figure with Amelia's personality, spring clothes are probably exactly her vibe. You know, romantic and pretty and flowy. Like that just seems like Amelia's style. So I had so much fun giving her these new outfits. So if you remember last episode, things were really intense because Amelia discovered that Paul, her old roommate, was actually stalking her. And so Amelia obviously is really concerned with being safe. And Angelo has wanted for a while for Amelia to move in with him. So Amelia has actually come over to tell Angelo that she is ready to move in with him. You know, she would just feel better about being with him and also feeling safer, but she also just feels like it's the right point in their relationship. And I think it's the right point in their relationship. So we're gonna pause this and we're gonna have Angelo ask her to move in. There we go. Ask to join household. It is time, guys. These two lovebirds are ready to take the next step. But anyway, we're gonna move Amelia over. And honestly, she probably would take a little bit of money with her. I'm not gonna have her bring a lot though, just because I feel like that's kind of cheaty. We'll have her bring 5,000 over. That seems reasonable. So guys, Amelia is now part of our household. So obviously the first thing we need to do is we need to get them both re-enrolled in their classes. So we only have one computer, which we might have to look at changing just because they might potentially both need a computer at some point, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So we're gonna have Angelo re-enroll in university. And then we'll have Amelia come and do the same. Oh, Amelia's feeling passionate. This must be one of the new Slice of Life emotions because I did just update Slice of Life. I bet this is something that they've added. Oh, and I love how she came upstairs right away. Right by where Angelo is. What is she doing? Amelia! Amelia's self-woohooing. She's feeling so passionate. She had to go and self-woohoo. Amelia! So anyway, back to Angelo. Obviously, he has been working on his fine art degree. And so we've got to see. We usually do 2 core classes. I'm assuming this one is a violin one, and then playing nice with others. I don't know what that one is, but hey, I guess we'll find out. And then we're gonna find an elective. It's always fun to give them one elective, I find. Oh, here we go. This one is a realism painting one. He would like that. He still has to take 6 classes, which is correct. So if we do 3 now, then we'll do 3 the next term, and it'll be 4 terms, which I find is very realistic because I had to take 4 years of university, and I feel like this is kind of comparable. And obviously he's gonna live here. He still has his merit scholarship, but he doesn't have his full ride anymore. So he's enrolled in university, and when does he go to class? Does he start tomorrow? He does start tomorrow, okay. So Amelia, my dear, you're gonna have to stop your self-woohoo. It also took her out of her flirty mood. I'm not really sure what that says about her self-woohooing. But anyway, let's not think too much about that. We're going to go ahead and have her re-enroll in university as well. Ooh, and guys, Amelia only has a C+ average now. That last term must have been really hard for her. When I checked her at the beginning of the last term, if you remember, she had a B+. Her average has now gone down to a C+. So she must have really struggled last term, which honestly, knowing what she had going on personally right before final exams, I think is kind of understandable. But of course, we're going to work and see if we can't get her grades back up. So again, she is going to take 2 core classes. What kind of elective would Amelia like to take? I could see her possibly doing the visualizing wellness one because I think she's probably a pretty health conscious person. And her merit scholarship, guys, is actually higher than Angelo's. Isn't that interesting when she has a C+ and he has an A+ average? Don't ask me how it works, but that's what the Sims team decided. But you know, it's less money for us, so we can't be upset. And honey, why are you dizzy? Okay, so she is dehydrated. And yeah, it says she was unsatisfied from her self-woohoo. So that answers our question. But anyway, yeah, she also has class tomorrow. So good. I'm glad I got them enrolled in time that they can start tomorrow. Of course, we are going to have them go ahead and start their homework, at least for the classes they have tomorrow. But it looks like first we need to let Amelia go and get some water. I think that's what it said. Yeah, she's dehydrated. So, hon, go get some water. And then, Angelo, let's see, what class do you have tomorrow? Tomorrow, you have playing nice with others. Oh, and it's a violin skill. Okay. He's got 2 violin classes this semester. Man. Oh, and she's going out here to talk to Angelo. But, Amelia, when you're done with that, what class do you have tomorrow? You have reading and writing laws and visualizing wellness. She's got 2 classes tomorrow. Wait, are all of her classes on Oh my gosh. Poor Amelia. All of her classes are Tuesday and Thursday. So she's going to be super busy tonight. It's a good thing. It looked like her energy was pretty high. It's good that that's the case because, hun, you've got 3 classes tomorrow. And honestly, I think it would be cute if they would do their homework together, but I'm kind of glad that they're not because I feel like they would sit and chat with each other while they're doing their homework, which I normally wouldn't mind. But since Amelia has 3 classes tomorrow, I really want her to get her homework done. Whereas Angelo only has 1 Tuesday, Thursday class, and it is, oh, it's at 8 a.m. But it doesn't matter as much with him. Oh, he's got 2. Never mind. He also has 2 classes, which still isn't as bad as 3. He also has to do his realism painting homework tonight. But it's not as big a deal for Angelo because he's a vampire. Like, he doesn't really need a lot of sleep. So she's only 25% done. Oh, sweetie, you've got so much to do. You're going to be so tired tomorrow. I'm going to apologize in advance. But we'll figure it out. It's kind of hard when it's the very next day that they enroll and you don't enroll till nighttime. Like, that makes it kind of hard. I feel like the game did that on purpose. Not fair, game. It also isn't fair that Amelia gets to be this pretty. I'm just saying. Pink is definitely her color. Angelo! Now Angelo's self-woohooing. Are you guys going to be able to handle being under the same roof together? Because right now, it kind of seems like you can't. And then he's going to think about one of his family members. Angelo, that's kind of weird, my boy. I love you, but when you self-woohoo and you turn around and think about Amara afterwards, it's kind of weird. But he's excited anyway from I don't know what. Okay, so she is 75% done. Unfortunately for Amelia, she still has 2 more sessions of homework, and I'm so sorry about that. I didn't do it. It was the school, okay? I didn't do it. And if you just heard a noise there, I'm so sorry, but like I was moving my chair, and what the heck? Dude, why is this dude at our house? No. This is the peeping Tom guy who apparently died. Okay, your wife is the one that stalks Angelo. Why the heck are you here? He never even used to come. He always stalked our Black Widow house. Remember he'd spy on Faith when she was acting? Why is he here? There's no urn for him here. Make this dude leave. Yes, make him leave, and please never come back. I don't even know why you're here to begin with. Nobody invited you, and your urn isn't even here. So I'm not sure what you're doing. And good, he left for good. Maybe his urn is somewhere around here. That's kind of funny, though, that he probably died peeping on someone. All right, she's almost done with her homework. Angelo finished making her breakfast, but since you have an 8 o'clock class, Angelo, you need to get yourself going and ready. And as much as you'd probably like Amelia's blood, right now you're in a hurry, so you're just going to have to do with some plasma packs today. All right, so Angelo is in a pretty good spot. So he's pretty much ready for class. So I'm just going to let him go automatically. That way we can stay here with Amelia and kind of get her needs up a little bit before she has to go. Angelo, you can't talk. It's time to go to class. Go on and make your way to class. And Angelo is back from class right when it's time for Amelia to go to class. So Amelia's off to class. Angelo, when is your next class? Looks like not till 3, so you've got a nice little break. So yeah, doing homework would be great, although I think you should probably do your homework for your class tomorrow instead of the class you just took that you're going to have in 2 days. So she has 2 classes back to back because the one she's in isn't over till 10:55, and then she has one right at 11 a.m. after that. Poor girl. So it's the next morning. Angelo doesn't have class till 3, and Amelia is actually off today, so we can do a lot with Amelia to get her caught up because, again, she'll have 3 classes tomorrow. Also, I'm pretty sure Angelo, yeah, he just asked Amelia if he could drink from her because, yeah, he's getting pretty thirsty. And he wasn't able to do that yesterday, but since she's home, you know, he has time to do that before he has to go to class later. Drinking from humans works so much better in this game than the plasma packs or the plasma fruit. Angelo, maybe don't do your scary... Oh, okay. Don't do your scary vampire thing after your girlfriend lets you drink from her. Also, this happened while Amelia was asleep. And I pinned it so you guys could see it. Angelo got the wish to get engaged to Amelia. How sweet is that? Oh, and how nice is this? Faith is actually texting Amelia and saying, I hope I can see you soon. I wonder if this is going to be one of those situations where they started off really not liking each other, but end up really close. That's actually how it is. Yeah. Amelia, why are you eating spaghetti for breakfast? That's more of a dinner food, but you know, you do you. But anyway, what I was going to say, that actually happened with my sister-in-law and I. Like, we didn't really get along that well at first, but now we're super close. So it can happen. I think that I am going to have him invite Caleb over today, though, because I do want him to move up in his vampire ranking, and he has some time. I mean, it's only 10 in the morning, and I think he'll be done with his homework fairly soon. I swear, though, every time I look at him, since Amelia has moved in, I just always see him smile. I just think he's so super happy, and I think he's probably partly happy, too, that he knows now that he doesn't have to worry about her safety with everything that had happened with Paul. So why don't you invite Caleb over, because I do want you to rank up a little bit. He's thinking about his dad. Oh my gosh, guys. I wonder if that's because he just gained some vampire powers and he invited Caleb over. I bet you that's what it was. Okay, Caleb's just speeding along. Okay, we don't have that ability yet, Caleb, okay? So don't speed away from us. So yeah, request of vampiric training. There we go. Laura. I like that Amelia's sleeping through all of this. And Angelo, dear, did you get all of your homework done? You did. So what class does he have today? He has a Dante Allegro class. No, don't bow for inspiration, Angelo. But maybe you can study for your class and impress your professor. All right, so Angelo is off to class. Amelia, how are you doing on your homework? I also like that Amelia decided that she was just going to wear her PJs since she's at home for the day. I knew I liked her for a reason. I do the exact same thing. If I'm not going anywhere, I am in my PJs. Your birthday party. Amara, it did say it was close to Amara's birthday last time we were on Black Widow. But don't worry, guys. If you watch both series, don't worry because I have it set to wear Sims in my active households, which her household is an active household, that they don't age up when they're not being played. So like right now her aging is disabled. So don't worry, we won't miss Amara's birthday, I promise you. Because we'll also have little Asher's birthday too, because it was actually his birthday when we left. But yeah, see if you look, it says Amara Fang, age is disabled. So she can't age up unless we're actually playing with her household. So next time that we go to Black Widow, it'll be probably Amara and Asher's birthday. So lots of stuff ahead. So it's after midnight. So Angelo is coming over to give Amelia a nice goodnight kiss. A really nice goodnight kiss. And this is what I also like about him having done some vampire training with Caleb today, is he is actually tired also. So that means that they can actually come over and sleep together. Angelo can actually come over and sleep next to the woman he loves tonight and give her some nice snuggles. I mean, I know it doesn't look like they're giving each other snuggles, but they're giving each other snuggles, okay? So it is the next morning, and Angelo was the first one up, which is actually a good thing because he has a class at 8 o'clock. So he needs to get on with his day. I'm just having him clean himself up, and then I actually think I'm going to have him brew some coffee for Amelia because this is the day that Amelia has like 3 classes. So I'm sure she would appreciate him making a fresh pot of coffee for her. Doesn't really do much for Angelo, I don't think, as a vampire, but I'm thinking that Amelia, as a human sim, would definitely appreciate some coffee on a day like today. And we know our boy Angelo is super thoughtful and sweet that way. He would totally do that for Amelia. It's bad enough that we have live peeping sims, but we don't need dead ones on top of it, okay? Bye-bye. Okay, he is going to class. That's good. So yeah, stop talking and get your butt to class. Okay, chick. This is like some elder, and it looks to me like she's threatening Angelo. I'm sorry for what's about to happen. Stuff it, lady. Like, nothing's gonna happen. Angelo is finally in a good place in his life, and I don't appreciate you trying to make veiled threats with him. And it says, how did that person get my number? Probably from peeping Tina, Angelo. Let's just be real here. Angelo is back from class, and I believe Amelia is just going to be on her way to class. Yep, they just miss each other on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So Amelia's at class, and Angelo's home, and he was doing his homework, and he noticed that Paul is standing outside his window. And we know what happened with Paul in the last episode. So Angelo is coming out to give Paul a piece of his mind. I'm not sure who Paul is talking to, because he's been doing this since before Angelo came out. So I don't think it's Angelo he's talking to. Okay, so he's giving his piece of his mind. He's probably telling him, you know, what the heck are you doing here? Amelia doesn't want to see you anymore. And Paul's saying he just wanted to come and apologize because he knows he creeped Amelia out. And Angelo's telling him, you don't understand. She never wants to see you again, and you need to stay away from here. So Angelo has had about enough. I mean, Paul isn't getting the hint. He insists that he wants to apologize. And Angelo, of course, is having none of it. And I think he's telling him, you'd better leave or it's going to turn pretty ugly. Why is that so hard for you to understand? And guys, Paul is still not listening, and he is still not taking the hint. You know, Angelo has basically pretty firmly told Paul he needs to leave, and he's not backing down. Of course, Angelo feels like he needs to keep Paul away from Amelia at this point. Knowing how off-kilter he is mentally and his obsession with Amelia, obviously he's very rightly so concerned about Paul being around her and around him. So, So Angelo feels like he has no choice at this point but to fight Paul and kind of say, you know, I'm a vampire, you better leave, or some really bad things could happen to you. I hate to make Angelo fight because he's a good sim, but I feel like in this case, oh my goodness, what happened? I think he won, guys. Just gonna guess that I think he won the fight. So Paul finally gets the hint that it's probably in his best interest to leave and hopefully never come back. And oh my, Angelo has some really tense moodlets because of the fact that he's a good sim and he doesn't like being mean to others, but he did win the fight, just like we thought. And now Haven's calling. Oh my goodness. Haven, do you have a sixth sense about your son? Unfortunately, he's in class right now, so he can't really talk. And they're back from class. I really feel bad for making Angelo fight like that, but honestly, you guys saw Paul was just not taking the hint. And I think that Angelo's concern for Amelia's safety probably overrides his desire to not fight somebody in this case. He's gonna try to cuddle her. How sweet is that?
Sup, Borbadine.
Oh, he's probably trying to reassure her. But you guys know the drill. You've got lots of schoolwork you need to work on. Aw, they're just too sweet, guys. They're just so super sweet. So one thing that Angelo wants to do is he does want to do a painting of Amelia. So I had her come out here on the balcony so he can get a good picture of her. That looks pretty good. And Amelia's off to go to bed. It is 11:30, and she did have a pretty long and arduous day, so we'll let her do that. And I did actually get her, and apparently she decided to go sleep in the nude. Okay, Amelia, you do you. But yeah, what I was going to say is all of her homework is complete. So tomorrow, since she has no classes, we can actually have her start on her presentation and term paper. Well, actually 2 term papers. So yeah, she's still got a lot of work ahead of her, unfortunately. And of course, Angelo is out here doing his painting of his lovely, lovely lady. And I think he probably wanted to do a painting of her just to kind of show how happy he is that she is living with him now. And sort of to commemorate it. Of course, we're not going to sell this one. We're going to hang it up. There. How about right there? And then we'll frame it. So it's the next morning. They both are in pretty good shape. Angelo's thirsty, but I think he's about to ask her if he can drink her blood, and then he should be good. She's in really good shape. Angelo has one class at 3 o'clock, and she doesn't have any classes today. So I was thinking I would like to send them on campus today, and Amelia can just kind of study, because we haven't really been on campus yet. So that's what I'd like to do. All right, and then we're going to bring Amelia here. There we go. Now they're both working on their term papers. With this dude doing whatever he's doing in the background. But you know, hey, and there's Angela. One of Angelo's friends. Oh, she seems upset about something. She brought her little computer in too. Angelo must be feeling really good about his term paper. But yeah, them being here gives us a chance to kind of look around the campus in the springtime, because we've seen it in the fall, we've seen it in the winter, but we haven't seen it in the spring. So this is campus in the spring. It's very pretty. All right, so it's almost 1 in the afternoon. Angelo's class is at about 3 o'clock, so I'm going to let them take a little break because they've been working so hard since like 8 in the morning. And I'm going to let them do a little bit of cloud gazing together. So I think Angelo is telling Amelia that he is so super happy that she has decided to move in with him. And that things are going so well that since it's Friday, he would like to take her out later on a romantic dinner. Just to celebrate them living together, because they haven't really had a chance during the week to celebrate that yet because they've been really busy with classes and everything. And with that, as Angelo makes his way to his final class of the week, I am going to go ahead and end it off here. So I want you to let me know, of course, in the comments below what you thought of today's episode, what you think of Angelo and Amelia living together now. I always love hearing what you have to say. It honestly makes my day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and definitely don't forget to join me next time because, like I said, we're going to have a little celebration dinner for the two of them. And I'll see you later, my little sweeties. Bye.
I sound so cliche.